Hi, I'm Lindsay from Lindsay Elliott Coaching, and I just want to jump on today to talk about rushing, which is something that I think that an awful lot of us experience, so rushing and overwhelm. And if we experience this a lot of the time, it can really look like it's our life that's the issue. And I'm not saying that sometimes we haven't got too much on our plate, we haven't got too much for one person to do in a day. That absolutely can happen. But what I find is more of the time is that what we've actually got is a really rushing and overwhelmed mind. So our mind just gets super busy about absolutely everything that we've got to do, and likes to talk about that incessantly and remind us while we're doing one task that we've got to do this next, we've got to do that next, or we might be thinking about what we've got to do next week. So what I really want to point you to here is that, and if you can see, if you can notice that there's life happening on one track here, okay, it's just moving along, and then the speed with which it feels like life is moving is dictated by the mind. So over here we've got all of the rushing and the busyness and the overwhelm and the reminding you all the time of what you've got to do, and you've got so much on your plate, and you've got this to do and that to do, and you've still got to pick the kids up from here. So we've got this track here that's overlaying over the track of life that makes it feel busy, overwhelmed, and like you're not coping. Now, to a busy mind, this is going to look like absolute madness, and this isn't what's happening. I have got too much to do. I have got too much stress on my plate. And as I said, that can sometimes be true. But what I really want you to notice is that how some people, when there's like, say you're late for something and you're rushing. Number one, we want to notice, I'm going to be late. I should have left earlier. I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late. What's going to happen if I'm late? We've got this going on this track. And no amount of this happening is going to change whether you're late or not, because life is just happening. You're going to arrive. You're going to have either a smooth journey or a journey with obstacles. You're going to arrive when you're going to arrive. And then there's the mind that overlays on top of it all of the meaning about being late with the rushing and the busyness. And then you've also got another experience where you might be feeling really rushed and someone that you're with is just slowly taking their time to get ready, and you get really impatient with their slowness and they're not rushing. And that's because life is not being experienced like that by them, because their mind is just saying, we'll get there when we get there. This is what's going to happen. I need to get my shoes on. I need to get in the car, whatever's happening. So because this is what we've always got all of the time with absolutely everything, is life is happening. And then we have our thoughts and feelings that overlay over the top of it, that create our actual experience of it. Our actual moment-to-moment direct experience is coming from this track. And this is the bit where we can have a look and slow it down a bit